I sort of really want to start off with a song tonight because my soul, my soul has been singing all afternoon, and you'll have to forgive me because I'm not the best singer, but here it goes. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. It's all right. And I think that's how I really want to open tonight, because there's a bit of gloom and doom out there, and my soul has been singing all day. And usually my soul gives me lessons. So when I hear that, I know that everything's okay. And if you're like most of the people in the group, we're feeling all very comfortable in this current period of time, no fear. But I'm really excited tonight because I have my very, very dear friend Carola from the Thailand Project with me. And she has been an invaluable teacher for me since 2011, when we first rocked up at her doorstep in Thailand. And since then, with all our comings and goings back to Thailand, we've formed a lovely friendship with her, and sometimes we bring her out to Australia and have her take a rest here when she can. But tonight she's going to actually introduce us to the PRK-1U, which is really important at this time because there is so much collective consciousness noise that we really need to be able to be like the strong beacons of light that we are, sending that out into the collective consciousness. I know you've all heard before, when you meditate as a group, it actually influences the field, and we do something different. We concentrate. However, when we come together as a group, and this is a pretty powerful group, you'd have to admit, because most of you have been here for a while, that we certainly will have an influence on the information field. So tonight, what we're going to go through is, as most of you know from our previous webinar, we have our PRK-1U device in Australia that anybody can access, on which Bev is babysitting at the moment, on 24 hours a day currently. So that will save her to remember to turn it on or off. Actually, I would have been good looking after that, Bev, because anyway, I won't say any more. And Carola will be going through 4 different controls that Grabovoi has released recently with her Diamond PRK-1U, and then we're going to switch live directly into Grabovoi's medical PRK-1U, where we're going to go through the 5 different machines. So we're going to do a concentration on each of the machines. Now, what would be a great idea is for you to have an idea of what you would like to look like when you're living in your eternal body, physically on Earth. So I had a big decision to make today about what sort of image I would like to look. So let me have a look. I was trying to work out whether I wanted to be a child of when I was about 5 with my brother there, or when I first started my job when I was 19 in the picture. And I figured I did such a lousy job with my haircut in the first picture below when I was 5, I might stick to the top picture. So if you have an idea of what you would like to return your body to, that's always a great idea. It's interesting, even though I've seen this picture many times recently, how when I go to concentrate in my mind, sometimes my image feels a bit hazy. So dig up those old photos of when you wanted to, reverse your body to, and have them around so that it can just keep it really as a solid image in your mind. So this is the device that is ours, that Bev has put Lionel's beautiful round table, which contains all health and the information about erasing coronavirus. Also, Bev has put the number codes there for doing that. That's on 24/7, and everybody has access to that. I'm going to hand it over to Carola, because you're about to, dip your toe, dip your foot, dip your whole body into her wisdom, because Carola has been testing the PRK with people all over the world with Grabovoi. So she has an absolute wealth of knowledge that is you're going to absolutely love tonight. So Carola, I want to hand it over to you.
Thank you, dear Marion. Just possible because a helicopter was straight over my house. I could not even understand you for a second, but I heard you hand over because yeah, still burns somewhere in the forest, and the helicopter always fills his water tank and then tries to release the water. So welcome to everybody to this PRK-1U special from Marion. Does everybody, all of you, have a piece of paper and a pen close by? Because I would love you during our concentrations to take note what you feel inside your body. This is quite important. This can be a feeling of happiness, release, a tingling on the skin, or whatever comes up. It would be nice if you can make notes to the special concentrations. As Marion said, Bev's, your PRK-1U from your group and mine here is running 24/7. You can see it, and you see it also in the picture. The good thing is it doesn't matter if we have it physically here or if it's somewhere on another planet, because this is, I would say, the strongest device which ever has been invented on planet Earth in the field of so-called artificial intelligence. So I also want to tell you that all people who want to play bad games with artificial intelligence, with us humans, they cannot reach the strength of this device. So Grabovoi was earlier than all what will come up in the future, what is against us. So this device is developing itself with us. When we connect to the device, it collects our thoughts in the form of photon lights and strengthen it. This machine strengthen it 1,000 times and give these photon lights back to us. So the broader sense is to accelerate our concentration. In short words, to make us thinking faster than any kind of problem which can occur. Faster than a coronavirus, faster than any disease, faster than any problem. Because if our thinking is faster than a problem, you know, each disease has a certain speed. Each problem has a certain speed, but when our thinking is faster and can overtake any problem, it's already gone. So this is the broader sense of this device. How is it working, or how can you make it working for you? First of all, you connect yourself by your thoughts with this device. I, for example, always draw, I don't stay always next to the device. So I draw a light beam from my heart directly to the center of the 3 lenses. Can you do this all? Connect yourself. I like to add a little thing. This device has 2 systems running. One is an electromagnetical system when you connect it to the power, to the electricity. And the other system, very important, is an optical system. And this is actually rebuilt. Grabovoi designed this according to our consciousness, to our thinking. Our thinking is also, we are also optical systems. We think in pictures, we dream in pictures, we have many screens in our body and optical system. So the sense of this optical system is not only to collect our thoughts in the form of light photons, but also if one day there is no electricity, we can connect at any time. It is still running and working. So this is Grabovoi's goal, objective, that when, for example, there's no electricity on this planet Earth, this can happen for a couple of days, we don't know, we can connect at any time. And I invite you to do this, and I show you how you do it. First, connect yourself with a light beam. Draw a light beam from your heart to the center of these three lenses. When you have the feeling you are connected, then we start, or actually we don't have more. We have 4 concentrations. The first concentration is about your rejuvenation. So for Marion, it is quite easy. She sees her image, her beautiful image, what Marion has shown us. How old have you been? 19?
19 I was.
Yeah, wonderful. I have an image of myself when I was 18, but unfortunately no photo, but it was my 18th birthday. And maybe for you also, this feeling was so strong. Wow, finally adult. Finally, I can do everything what I could not do the day before when I was still 17. So I had the feeling the earth, the planet belongs to me. The world is mine. All of you try to find a moment in your life, whether 18, 19, or 20, or 21, or 22, doesn't matter. This can also be a single moment on a party where you have the feeling, wow, you feel your entire body, you feel your strength. When you have this image of yourself, try to feel the cell vitality you had at that moment. Highly strong, vital cells. So now you try to catch this vitality of your cells, this feeling, catch it and bring it into the today, into your body, that you feel this high vitality of your cells inside your body now. And now start the concentration. The concentration, please go through the lenses and don't go away with your visibility, because the lenses collect your thoughts, your light photons. Start with the small lens below. Focus on this lens and then counterclockwise go to the next one on the right and on the top and back on the small one, always counterclockwise. And now combine this turning through the lenses counterclockwise, combine this with your first concentration of your optimal age. Use your sense of feeling. What do you feel? What is happening in your body? You know, each thought changes our DNA. So also this thought about our rejuvenated age, optimal age, also changes our DNA. Try to keep your view on these 3 lenses. When this is working good, we go to the next concentration. This is a prognostic kind of prognostic control. Imagine yourself in the far infinite future with the same age of concentration number 1. How far this future is, you can decide, 10,000 years, 100,000 years, whatever you can imagine. and you see yourself in the far future, same vital, same young, same happy, same healthy. And now comes the prognostic control also. Everybody around you is happy and healthy. All around you, all people in the world. So if you see some image of any person who is not completely happy, please correct this. We call it prognostic control. Correct this image on the spot. Place a smile on this face. You can correct all future, you can correct all events in the positive way. And start again to go through the lenses with the small one, counterclockwise through the other two, and back to the small. Imagine how the device collects your thoughts from the far future. If this image is clear, we go to the third concentration. This is always different. Grabovoi calls it an actual event. So think about, what do you want to change right now? Or what do you want to bring into your life right now? If you have this event, start again with the small lens on the bottom and visualize this event, also prognosticating in the form that you already have it. It's already achieved. This third concentration might change every day, because when we achieved one objective, the next one is coming, or a challenge is coming. Tomorrow is something different than today. So this is always different, but concentration number 1 and number 2 are always the same. When you could see this wished event, we go to concentration number 4 and last. And this is a so-called prognostic or controlling clairvoyance. So you control the clairvoyance always and ever from the inside of your body. Anyway, we create from the inside to the outside. We know this already. But to develop our clairvoyance, we imagine inside our body is light. This device is actually connecting itself with this sphere of eternity, what each human, each baby has when it's born. You know, on the back, when you see a baby, there are 2 little tiny holes just above the popo. Yeah, you know this? This is actually, the left one refers to infinity and the right one to eternity. And between these 2 points inside the body at birth, there is, in a horizontal way, a sphere of eternity. It's a light ball floating. So now try to imagine this sphere of eternity inside your body. Find it. It doesn't have to be at that place. It can be somewhere else in the back or in any other organ. It can replace itself. Try to find this sphere of eternity. And when you think you found it, expand it. Expand it so much that the light of eternity exits your skin, exits your body, and illuminates your path. What means you are surrounded by your own light of eternity, which shows you, which illuminates your way. So you cannot tumble, nobody can harm you because you see everything. When you can manage this one, again go through these lenses. Start with the small one on the bottom. Imagine your sphere of eternity inside your body. Go to the next lens, through the third one, and back to the little one, always in the circle counterclockwise. Expand your sphere of eternity, the light of eternity. First, it illuminates your entire body, but then it exits your body. And be sure when you do this concentration, even if you imagine only the three spheres, you will see clearer, not only your vision, but also who wants to tell you, I don't know, fake information. You can detect the right information. This is a controlling clairvoyance, what Grabovoi calls it. So was it easy so far to go through these 4 concentrations? Or do you have a question?
I'll take people off mute, and perhaps I will, let me see, unmute. Okay, so I'll pop everybody's face back up there. So Carola's asking if anybody's got any questions about what we've been doing. Happily jump out and ask some questions.
If it was clear and no questions at the moment, I will suggest to go through the live devices. Did anybody take a note for one of the 4 concentrations, a special feeling from inside the body?
Anybody? Yep, I've just got somebody chatting here.
So please, I would appreciate if you can send your notes, not in the chat, but send it to Marion, because Grabovoi would love to have them. And now comes a very new thing. What's all okay?
All okay, nobody's saying anything. They're all, I'll put you back on mute. If you are wanting to jump out and say anything, please, of course.
Okay. So it,
can I ask, Carola, could I ask a question? Sorry,
yes.
Carola, it's Maura. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Ah, fantastic. I just had it's a technical kind of question. The 3 spheres, are we concentrating to the center? Because I see there's an outside and inner circle, and then the 2 silver, that look silver. What are we concentrating on exactly when we look at those?
I go through all centers of each. It's not a sphere, we call it lenses.
Yeah,
and
okay.
I go through these lenses, And imagine that through these lenses, the device collects my thoughts and
Okay, so
strengthens
these
my
little spheres are
thoughts
the
and gives them 1,000 times stronger back to me.
Okay, so the inner circles are the lenses. Perfect. That's what I wanted to check. Thank
But
you.
it's a good question, Maura, because some people, when they go through these lenses, all of a sudden, they see from the center of the three lenses, from the device, a light beam coming.
Okay.
So, of course, you can also concentrate on this one when you see it. Some see around the three lenses in one piece, rosé light. So like the three lenses go together and radiate rosé light. But try to go, yes, as Marion shows, counterclockwise through these three lenses.
Thank you, Carola.
Okay, well.
Don't spend all your time rolling your eyes around your head, Eve.
Yes, sometimes. Oh.
We've got another.
Doesn't matter. If you are fine so far, because this gives you more practice, I would ask Marion if she can switch to the live devices of Grabovoi. You all know Grabovoi a couple of days ago gave 5 PRK-1U, also with diamonds, devices free for the entire humanity. His target is no more disease in the world. All people are able to rejuvenate themselves. Eternal life on planet Earth, what means no one has to die anymore.
Before I jump over there, there's actually just a couple of questions. Sukrit,
Yes.
I want to jump out and ask you a question.
So I see one. How long do you focus for? Actually, for me, it's fast because I'm a little bit trained since 2016 on this machine. My image of my rejuvenation is, I have it so present, it's like a light beam going to the device. Like not even 3 seconds. The second one, a little bit longer because I make sure is everybody around me in the far future also happy and healthy and everything is good. So I check more and more. And sometimes I find a situation which I have to correct. This is what we call also prognostic control for the far future. We see ourselves young, vital, happy, beautiful, and so on. It takes, but also a light beam, maybe 20 seconds. The third one, events, is always different because every day there is a different event. And until I have the picture so clear to structure the thinking, yeah, this is the perfect outcome and good for everybody, like always macro rescue. This takes sometimes 3 minutes, can take 3 minutes. And number 4 is already, I can feel it quite fast. And this is also like a light beam goes very fast. So when we go through the 5 devices, which Grabovoi gave free to everybody, every human in the world, for me, it takes not more than 15 minutes to go through all 5 devices. But of course, you have all time in the universe. So take whatever time you want.
Another question Sukrit was asking, how to use the numbers while focusing on the lenses.
Yeah. This is the second thing you have seen from Beth, the device. She has the 2 number codes, Corona number codes. Yes, wonderful. So the first number code is 4986489. You see numbers on each lens. So you place this number code on the lens. So the 4, you focus on the small one, I think, on the left, yes. The 9, you focus on the upper one. The 8 is the right one. The 6 is the upper one again. The 4 is the lower one. The 8 is the right one again. And the 9 is the upper one again. So you focus each digit of the number code on the specified lens. And I always do this. I never forget the macro rescue in the light of the rescue of all. Corona doesn't exist. 4, I visualize the lower one, 9, the upper one, and so on. I go, but you can do this with any number code you have. In this way, place the number code on the lenses to each lens. Each lens has specific numbers. Is this answered?
I think so. The question, there was just another question. It was Sukrit again was saying he has difficulty to visualize clearly while going counterclockwise through the lenses. That's a practice thing. That's a practice thing. It's like tapping your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time. You'll find that the more that you practice, that you'll pass the time of, you know, intensely looking at the lenses, and you'll be able to use the lenses going counterclockwise and be able to visualize your objective. It helps if you start first about what you want to concentrate on and see the images, then do the lenses, as Carola was just saying. And then the last question was from Faris was, what happens if there are witching thoughts of fear or bad images when you concentrate on the machine? Will we get those thoughts back 1,000-fold? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, very good question. No worry, this is a light machine. And everything what is not pure light, the machine does not collect and cannot strengthen it and cannot give it back to you. So only your light, brightful thoughts about your rejuvenation, the vitality of your cells, see yourself in the far future, young and vital, your events with the most harmonious outcome for everybody, and the controlling clairvoyance from inside the body. This is highly lightful, and this only the device can collect lightful thoughts.
Yeah.
Is it answered?
Yes, all of that.
Thanks.
Okay.
Brilliant. So,
no problem.
Hang on for a sec. Sarah's got a hand up. Sarah, do you want to jump out and say something? Can you unmute yourself, Sarah? Hang on for a sec. I'll see if I can find Sarah.
I think I've done it. Is that right?
Yes. I can only see the top of your head though.
What happens if you're most healthy in your entire life now compared to going back, but then you want to look the way you looked going back? But if you think about when you're 18, you like your vibrancy in terms of physicality and looking, but in terms of physical health, I'm probably more healthier now than I was back in time.
Yeah, what is the importance here is the vitality of the cells. When we rejuvenate ourselves, we have to bring this vitality back. Of course, we do not bring any impairment back. This is clear.
Yeah.
But each body cell, you know, we have the, how do you call it, thymus gland here?
Yeah.
Which with 25 years, I think, starts to slow down its function. And with around 40 years, it completely stops its function. And this we need for our rejuvenation. And when we imagine the vitality of around 18, 19, 20, something like this, the thymus gland starts to become active again.
Okay.
It was highly active at that time.
Yeah.
And this is what we need for our rejuvenation.
Okay.
Thanks, Sarah. Just Angela's jumped in with a question, Carola. Can it be used to help someone else? Can
Yes.
the,
Yes, this is what Grabovoi said. And I want to ask you at the end of our masterclass also to give the link of the 5 devices to all of your loved ones and to publish it wherever you can, because we don't know how long this stays. And I mean, this is an immense gift to for free to have the 5 devices. You know now how to work with the PRK-1U, and I want to go through all the 5 devices that you can teach it to all around you, because this is so powerful. Since 2016, since I am connected, my whole life changed entirely. With I cannot say what did not change. Everything changed.
yeah, but it's good for everybody to learn to do it instead of doing it for someone else. Is that correct?
Of course, of course. This would be the best if you can send, spam the link around. This is, I think, tech Grabovoi med medicine.
You can see it up.
You will send it.
Yeah, it's up here.
I post my internet right now to my browser, only to have Zoom open for strong transmission.
Yeah.
But you send the link, everybody gets it. Yeah, if you like, Marion, I would go through all the 5 devices now.
Okay, so I just turn on this one. Hang on for a sec. No camera connection. Oh. So if anybody's losing connection, just turn off your video. Just turn off the video if you're losing connection.
The camera, you on the left down.
Yeah, it means that we won't see you, but you'll be able to see the device. So currently we are connected to the device. It's active. So this is firstly to stop aging and for rejuvenation.
I still see a Beth's PRK-1U.
Okay, oh sorry, I need to stop sharing my screen. So hang on. And I will share my desktop. There you are.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, there you see the link on top, MED, Grabovoi, Tech, Online, N. So this is the first one. This is for rejuvenation. So you start your control, your 4 concentrations as you did before, but now you start with this small lens on the right side, this one, and see yourself in your best age, the vitality of your cells. Bring it into your body today, now. Go to the next lens. And the next lens, go through all 3 lenses counterclockwise. Then the second concentration, see yourself in eternal future. Also young, vital, and everybody around you, same. Beautiful, vital, happy, healthy. And now comes the event, stop aging and rejuvenate. So imagine now, I do this also from inside my body. I feel my body cells, how they react on the stop of aging. They are happy. This is like a tickling what goes through several organs. I can feel it in my kidneys, in the back. I can feel it on my skin. The aging process has stopped, going reverse to rejuvenate to the wished age. I bring this through all three lenses. And you know, this device also generates eternal matter. So with my thoughts, I grab into the device and take out eternal matter and insert it into my body.
From the center, is that where we take that, Carola?
Yes, yes. Straight from the center. I extract eternal matter and place it into my body, and also feel like we know from the DP1, the living matter, like it streams through all the body. So then comes concentration number 4. This is also very easy. This is the sphere of eternity, which exits, actually the light of the sphere of eternity exits our body and illuminates all our surrounding, so no one can hide. So these are my controls for the device number 1. And you see it's live. You see the flickering on the left lobe, the part on the left, you see a flickering. So this is 24/7 online. And you can do, this is short, this was 2 minutes for this. Now we can scroll to the next device.
Karen just said she had something in her third eye, some sensations in her third eye.
Very good. Please take note, Karen. It's very important to take note now.
Okay, so
notes of all what you feel.
So for which device and what you actually felt for each device.
Yes. And please send to Marion, she collects it, and this has to go to Belgrade. Yeah, a lot of yawning means also your body is filling up with oxygen. And eyes having tear, tingling in body and calm. Very good, very good. Grabovoi says to these results, always this is a straight contact to eternity. Very good. So the next device is AIDS. Here we start again with we see ourselves in our wished age, best age. Start with the right lens, go counterclockwise through the 3 lenses. And straight continue with concentration number 2, the far future, where we see us young, happy, healthy, and everybody else around as well. Also go through the lenses. And now comes concentration number 3, HIV or AIDS, the syndrome. Grabovoi says that nowadays, most of the people have, what happened?
No, it just came out. Hang on for a sec.
Okay, that most of the people have a weak immune system. This is no miracle because I call it the global mafia, tries to weaken us with all they can, from 5G to via chemtrails to not healthy food to everything. So everybody has suffers of a little bit weak immune system. So concentration number 3, the event is that our immune system builds up to the optimum, to the creator's norm. I go through the 3 lenses, start with the right one, the upper one, the lower one, and back to the right one with the permanent strengthening of my immune system. And I also combine it with the macro rescue and make this control or concentration in the way that all people, not only 1,000 meters around me, but all people all over the world will strengthen their immune system by this device and by my concentration on it. So it will affect everybody. And when the immune system of all people are strong enough, nothing can harm anybody. And then number 4, again, the controlling clairvoyance. I feel the light of the sphere of eternity exit the body and can detect, maybe I can detect where people still suffer, and go one more time with the concentration. Their immune system will strengthen to the Creator's norm. I can also detect with this concentration maybe who or which structure wants to weaken our immune system. For example, right now comes the clear picture of Mr. Microsoft, Bill Gates, who urgently wants to release this vaccination against corona. And this, of course, will weaken everybody's immune system. So I also say there is no vaccination. Everybody on planet Earth and myself has a strong immune system. So this would be the second device. Now comes the third device. This is cure cancer. The end of diseases of all, on this planet. So here again, I start with the small one on the right and with my first concentration. I see myself in the best age, vital, feel the vitality inside my body right now, what I had with 18 years, go through the next lens and the lower one and back to the right one. I make sure that all 3 lenses collect my thought and the images. So then I continue with the second concentration to see myself and everybody else in the far future. And for me, it's something like 100,000 years. Young, vital, happy, strong, best immune system. All of this far past, diseases are far past. And now comes the event, the third concentration on the event. Now, for me, I concentrate on that the truth of cancer is spread around the planet. Everybody knows that cancer is the consequence of a biological impulse. And it is, of course, curable. That means we can protect ourselves by knowing when there is a conflict, to solve this conflict as soon as possible. And of course, to cure it, because we know about, maybe you have heard about Professor Hammer of the 2 phases of one disease. When someone is in fear of death, the lungs produce a cell plus, so they call it lung cancer. It's a biological process only because when you are fear of death, scared of death, you cannot breathe. And so the nature helps us and produces more cells for better breathing. When this conflict is over, no more fear of death, then the plus of cells is no longer needed. And then comes the second phase of the disease, what is called tuberculosis. This is a bacterial process, and the bacteria, many bacteria in your body, they actually eat up all the cell plus, what is no longer needed. And on biological level, the active phase of developing lung cancer and the passive phase of getting rid by tuberculosis have the same duration. But when we concentrate on this device, we shorten the second phase. So when a soldier had to go to Afghanistan and was 4 weeks in fear of death, of course he develops lung cancer, then he comes home, danger is over, no more conflict, no more fear of death, starts to have tuberculosis, and this normally would also last 4 weeks until the last cell is eaten up, what is no longer needed. So these 4 weeks go together with fever and I don't know, maybe also pain and all that stuff. And this is the moment where the people go to see the doctor. Oh, I feel bad. And what is the doctor gives? First of all, antibiotics. Anti means against and bios means life, and stops the healing process in this case. Or they give other medication which stops this healing phase. So we can shorten it up by this, with the help of this device and with our thoughts. So I go through the right lens and then the upper and the lower, always counterclockwise, and concentrate on the knowledge is spread on planet Earth. Everybody has it. No more fear actually means no more conflict, actually means no more cancer. And those who still have cancer, they can also be cured by, okay, when someone has a colon cancer and it's blocked, you cannot survive longer than 3 days, there must be an operation, but not 1 meter of the colon. It's often, it is sufficient to take out 5 centimeters. This is where the blockage is. And then the body can heal itself. So I think this, with the event of Cure Cancer and Protect, and then the fourth concentration is the controlling clairvoyance. I see the lights out of my body and also see clairvoyantly what to do, either to strengthen my concentration or what can I practically do. Yeah, I see the question. It's interesting that in Chinese medicine, cancer is cold energy, which belongs to fear. Yeah, actually the new medicine of this Professor Hammer, but the Russians also did it. All the doctors talk about cold diseases and hot diseases. So the developing of cancer, they call it cold disease. And when then actually the healing phase comes, which goes together with fever and so on, they call it hot diseases. So they think we have 500 cold, 500 hot, 1,000 diseases, but this is actually not correct, because one disease has 2 phases. So we have only 500 diseases, and of a cold and a hot phase, both together. Okay, when you have the the cancer device, what you can always extend as you like it, we can go to the next one.
Carola?
Yes?
Carola, be here. I'm having a headache when we are going through this one, but this one in particular, the cure for cancer.
Okay, B from the seminar, say, I balance the speed of my perception with the speed of the light.
I balance the speed of my perception with the speed of the light.
Or equalize the speed of my perception with the speed of the light of this device.
I equalize. Yeah, it's better now.
Okay, and I
Right.
also have a little bit of a headache, and also when you take a little sip of water, small zips, it also helps.
Yes. What I mean? Why do the body react this way? Why the pain?
Because we have all information of the universe stored in our body. And this is a very cancer gluish energy or information, because so many false information around. And when you see what the doctors in the world, what kind of money they make with these cancer stories, this is amazing. And this can cause headache, definitely.
Plus, everybody has cancer in their body. It's whether it actually turns into anything.
Always, every day, also with small biological impulses, develop some cancer cells. But the body knows also to get rid of. But the high school medicine, they interrupt always this phase of when the body heals itself.
Yeah. All right, we move on to the next device. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. The big subject of the year.
Yes, protect against infection from coronavirus. You know, we know this. I was a little bit disturbed at the beginning, but we know never ever in life there was a virus isolated. So this is an invention, virus, this word also. And never ever the infection theory was proven. So it's still a theory. So there is no proof that anybody gets infected by another one. So all suffer from the same impulse following the 5 biological laws. So, but I think also Grabovoi knows this. And so what is, we always have to read between the lines. When we say protect against infection, is that what the mass media or the, how do you call it, false information about infection, what is in collective consciousness? And this coronavirus, whatever it is, it's not a coronavirus, it's also not the beer corona. So it's just what in collective consciousness it is called. So please read between the lines. We protect ourselves and the entire humanity from any kind of attack against humanity. So we start this time with the little lens on the left side, left down, with our first concentration, our best age, happy, healthy, vital. We feel the vitality in our body now. Go to the next lens and through the upper one. Make sure that all lenses collect this first concentration. Then the second concentration on the eternal future. We see ourselves happy, young, healthy, vital. In the far future, also go through all lenses counterclockwise. Then comes the event of what they call COVID-19. And here I build in my concentrations that also everything is revealed who invented this story, who invented this kind of virus, what is only 3 frequencies or sequences of an RNA, but not at all a virus, where it was produced, why it was produced, and that this never can happen again in the world. And that those people are responsible for what they did. So this is I build in. Everybody is laughing and happy and healthy again from this attack, knowing what bad game was played on them, on us all. And I also build in my concentration that this is the chance, this so-called coronavirus is the chance that we can step into a new golden age, what was always forecasted for us. Because right now, the global mafia want to do with this pandemic, want to shut down everything and install the what they call a one world order. But the chance is that they lose this forever. So this, I spend a little bit more time on the event concentration number 3 with going through these lenses and see only beauty. I see already the golden age. I see already there is no more darkness in the world, no more attacks, and no more diseases, of course. When I went through this concentration, I add the concentration number 4, the controlling clairvoyance from inside my body to the outside, go through all 3 lenses, and see how my controlling clairvoyance will become stronger and stronger. Of course, you can also start from number 1 again. You can go with 4 controls through 1 device. Of course, you can also do this. But whenever you have time, do it. But I, just because we are already almost 1 hour, so I would suggest to go to device number 5, because we know already the concept, I think.
And just a couple of questions. Rivka said she was getting very sleepy with the last practice on the cancer one, and Demi says, I feel like I'm going to be sick with the COVID virus one.
Okay, also, when you have a bad feeling, also balance the speed of your perception with the speed of the new connections, because you are connected to this device. Please, you can all do this. I balance the speed of my perception with the speed of the new connections I build. So, device number 5, eternal life for all. Also, we start this time from the right. Yes, the small one, go to the upper one with concentration number 1. We know already very well. Then concentration number 2, see us in far future. And the event, we see not only ourselves, but also everybody in eternal life. That means everybody is able not only to rejuvenate, but know how the division of the cells function eternally. I go through all 3 lenses. And see, eternal life is installed on this planet. No one has to pass away any longer. with the new space program, we can also fly to other planets where already eternal life is installed for a long time, longer than here. We also get visitors who help us. But we have also Grabovoi, what is nice, and this device. So try to feel when you go through the lenses with concentration number 3, eternal life for all, what do you feel in your body and where in your body do you feel something? And last but not least, concentration number 4. Here I build in for the controlling clairvoyance to see, or I want to see, I look with the light coming out of my body, what can I do to for eternal life for all, or what did I not do yet? What else can I do? What more can I do? Yeah, you dear friends, I hope it was helpful for you. This please, this link, you can call it and give it away to all you know, and go through these devices with your friends, with your loved ones, your families.
Just a couple of questions. Rivka was just getting clarity about why does it make you sleepy? Is it because the energy is too strong?
Yes, yes. So this is a normal, actually a normal reaction of our consciousness when we have too much light. We fall asleep. This also happens often. Can happen in the seminar, in a special workshop.
Yes, well, I've had people fall asleep in the workshop. As soon as we start the controls, they fall asleep. When we stop to talk about it, they're awake again.
Yeah.
A few more things. Gemini just made a statement to say, I balance the speed of my perception. She said, gave me a quick shift on the heaviness. Thank you. I'll keep using the statement. And Faris was saying, what if the other people you want to help is elderly or finds these things strange and won't use the device if you give them the link? Can we do healing on them with the device?
Yes, of course we can do. Of course. We, everything, your thoughts, Faris, your thoughts don't go only with the device and you. This device has the ability to change collective consciousness. We never had this before, since we can think. This device is able to do it.
Nice.
So your thoughts, of course, you know, telepathy, you think of someone and the phone is ringing or whatever. Of course it goes to everywhere. There is no limit. But also it would be nice because if every single individual, every personality is joining actively, and sometimes it can also be a funny discussion about eternal life. Just think you don't have to die. What would you all do to make it a little bit funny that also older people start to think about? If this thought is once in consciousness, it also goes into the body and the body cells will react and will react in a way like not only every body cell has a smile on the face, but also there is a tickling in the body. So actually the cells who also have a consciousness are only waiting for this.
So Circuit was just saying, when you use the numbers, you focus on the numbers or the lenses associated with the numbers. It's the lenses.
Yes, I play the number as I did with the coronavirus number code from Beth. I place each number on the lens and always visualize the entire number code as well. So entire number code was Corona 1, first number code, and it starts with, I don't know, with a 4. And so I visualize on this lens, but also on the lens what is down, yes, but also on the entire number code. Then comes the 9 and so on.
And if we record the numbers, listen to the recording while focusing on the lenses, will that work?
Recording the numbers.
So say Sukrit wants to listen to our recording.
Yes.
So that he can just focus on doing the practice. Is that
of course, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So how many, Faris says, how many people have this device?
Wow, this is a good question. Next question. I don't know. I think I estimate maybe around the planet, maybe 300 to 500 people.
Yeah.
I hope.
But everybody has access to this now.
Yeah.
Nobody has the medical devices except Grabovoi has released them early. So just he has the 5. Helen Maxwell said, if you share with friends, do they need to have done the sphere of living matter activation, or can they just start using it?
Just can start using this. This eternal matter is a different thing. I always end, when I end my concentration, with my thoughts, I grab into the machine, the device, and take some eternal matter. You don't need any knowledge. You can straight work with it. They are modified, as you say, Marion, for medical issues, medical purposes, and even just people who are sick, who have not this consciousness, especially when they are in pain, they cannot concentrate at all. So Grabovoi modified these devices, especially for those people who cannot concentrate very well. But they can watch through the lenses and do such a concentration like eternal life for all. Mm-hmm. Or if they cannot imagine it, they can speak it out. I go through the right lens, eternal life for all. Through the upper lens, eternal life for all. To the lower lens, eternal life for all. This is also possible.
Yeah. Debbie was just asking, do we add the other device that some of us have, our 6th device, and what we use it for, or do we just at the moment focus on the medical devices?
Grabovoi suggested that all who has a device should have it on 24/7 at the moment.
Yeah. But does she need to use that device if she has access to the medical devices?
No, she can go with the medical devices right now. But who has a physical device should have it switched on all day, all night.
Yeah. And Moira just said, Carola, can you give us some testimonies that have resulted from the use of these machines?
You mean what Grabovoi is collecting, all the testimonials? Yeah. Or you mean from my machine?
No, just yeah, I think she's just mentioning generally. What sort of testimonies have you had or heard of from people?
So I can talk from my own. First of all, I had a harmonious separation from my former boyfriend, what was without the machine probably not working so nicely. Secondly, all my environment changed. My team became conscious more or less overnight. And before, I was already here for 7 years. And this was a straight, with the machine, straight change. And sometimes because of the often connection to the device, I feel that my thinking has accelerated a lot. Sometimes faster than
before.
Then the things are happening.
So Sarah said, which device would you use if you wanted to focus on a particular personal health event or personal issue, event or health?
You can choose up to your choice. I go through all 5 devices, and as we did just, it becomes faster and faster. It's a light beam number 1, concentration number 1, light beam number 2. I imagine for device number 1, immune system high, or device number 1 was rejuvenation. So everybody knows how to stop their aging process and so on. This goes fast. I don't need more than 15 minutes to go through all 5 devices. And as he gives it for free, no cost, normally our cost €100 or so, but I take the opportunity and I go through for all 5.
Yeah. Each device that we've bought at €9,600, so you can use a device for free. I think that's pretty good value.
Yes. And the good thing is also you can connect to any device. Even if you have no device, you can now with these 5 free devices to any.
Yep. Ferris was just asking if we keep the link with the pictures of the device on our screen or print out the picture, does that help?
Yes, of course it helps. I will also print it out now because I have my device in my bedroom, and I have a 5-level house, and often I'm also down, and I want to glue it on my fridge, a little picture, print it out, and everywhere actually.
Nice. Helen is asking again, so just to double check, as I'm getting confused, you basically hold 4 controls per device, but on a specific device, say for cancer or AIDS, you can change the event control to a positive outcome.
Exactly, because this is modified, this device on this special event. When we work on our own devices, what you have, what Beverly has at the moment, or what I have here in Thailand, I take any event, let's say that the participants arrive safely, or right now they cannot come in, that this situation will end fast here, the lockdown of the country, and no one will suffer or so. But here, for the 5 devices of Grabovoi, they are specifically modified, and I concentrate and focus my concentration on the subject for what it is modified. Is this answered?
Yes, I think so. Helen, I was going to stop sharing the screen just so we all know that. Does that answer that, Helen? All good? If you thumbs up, yes. If it does, yeah. Yeah, she's saying yes, absolutely.
Good.
Is that all the questions? Because we're just about to go. If you're all good, otherwise, if you think of something afterwards, you're very welcome to email me. And also, hang on, one more thing. Also, how much is a physical device, please? I think I missed that. €9,600, not for the medical device, just for the normal PRK-1U.
I think I paid 9,700.
Oh, did you? Okay. Well, maybe I did pay that by the time it ended up.
Yeah. Okay. But yes.
And yes, everybody will get a recording from tonight. How do we work with the device? By doing controls like using the crystal or the cube cone cube. You don't really need to, because it's like
by doing controls using crystal of soul, I actually don't use any control. The device itself is the control.
It's the control. Yeah, it's yeah, absolutely.
Because this is so strong. I don't mix with any other methods. Yeah. So I use the crystal of my soul when I tumbled a little bit over any stone also, and I put the crystal on, or any of living matter for whatever. When I have a spot in my face, put a little golden band-aid living matter on. So, but when I work with the device, I only work with the device. And you will see when you also do this, it becomes faster and faster.
Yeah. Just a couple of quick ones. How to use it for organ regeneration? That would be just your objective, that you want to regenerate the organ.
Yes, this would be concentration number 3. The event is to regenerate whatever, your kidneys or lungs or spleen or whatever has to be regenerated, or tonsils or appendix. This is concentration number 3.
Yep.
So you have 4 concentrations. It's good to connect with the light beam to the device. Then concentration number 1, to see yourself in your beautiful age of 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever. Then see yourself in the far future, number 2. Then the event, regeneration of this specific organ to the creator's norm. Go counterclockwise through the 3 lenses. When you do already concentration number 1 and 2, actually there is already a reaction, because when you rejuvenate yourself, there was no organ out of norm. So rejuvenation also, I think this is the first device of Grabovoi, what he gave for free. This is rejuvenation, is also nothing else than organ regeneration.
Yeah, yeah. Ferris is asking, and she said, sorry for so many questions, but she's saying, so all the other control methods basically obsolete now, are they? Or would we still use them? They're not obsolete.
No, not at all. Not at all. As I just said, when I'm in my daily life, I'm very active. I go in the garden and step on something. Oh, there was a glass. Someone had a broken glass there. I put immediately the crystal of my soul on it, or the living matter, or for any events, the converter. I use all control methods through all daily life.
Because it opens up different areas of your consciousness.
There, you can't imagine how often I snap a luminous square above our team and above myself, above the house, above the new place.
Yeah, absolutely. Angela was just asking, so for cancer, how would you choose your words?
Pardon, one more time?
So for cancer, how, this has some significance for Angela, how would you choose your words?
For cancer?
Yeah, how would
yeah, I would say transformation. Transformation of the cancer to the creator's norm. Transformation is a conversion.
Yeah, so not meaning no cancer.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with your...
Yes, and also when you work with the device on the cancer device, number 4 or 3 or 4 from Grabovoi, you can also say this: transformation of my cancer to the creator's norm. This would be concentration number 3 on the device.
Yeah, good. I think we've come to all the questions. Everybody good? Thumbs up if you're all good. So I get it. Yeah. Good. Have you enjoyed today? Thank you much, Carola. There's one other little thing. I'll just stop recording now. Firstly, I'll just thank Carola for spending this time with us. It's so invaluable for us, the whole group. Really,
thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you again, Carola, for your wonderful wisdom and your spending your time with the group. I know they've just loved it. Big kisses to you and everyone. Thanks for being here tonight. Love you all. Bye.
Okay, thank you, Marion. See ya. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Mark.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.